From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of culture, tradition, languages and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides in the path of development. Hello, I'm your host Uzma Jafri, and today in our episode of My India, we bring you some of the stories that will give a glimpse of our country's diversity. India celebrates a number of festivals throughout the year which are a true manifestation of its rich culture and traditions. No matter whether it is a Hindu, Muslim or Christian festival, every occasion is celebrated with great merriment across the country. This was recently observed during the occasion of Palm Sunday, as Christians from across the country commemorated the festival with much joy and enthusiasm.
Christians in different parts of the country took to the streets with the fresh-cut palm fronds in their hands as they marked the holy procession of Palm Sunday, the festival that commemorates Jesus Christ's entry into the city of Jerusalem before getting arrested and crucified. According to the Bible, when Jesus entered Jerusalem on a donkey, the crowd greeted him by waving olive branches and by covering the path en route with olive and palm branches. To mark this event, Palm Sunday assumes the significance of distribution of palm leaves that are blessed by the priests, often tied to cross of the worshippers in churches.
എന്നാൽ ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെ അളവറ്റ കൃപയാൽ ആ പ്രതിസന്ധികളൊക്കെയും നീങ്ങി ഈ വർഷം ശുഭകരമായി ഓശാന പെരുന്നാൾ സംബന്ധിക്കുവാൻ തക്കവണ്ണം ഒരു സാഹചര്യം നമുക്ക് ദൈവം നൽകിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഈ അവസരം ഈ വർഷം നമ്മൾ പരമാവധി ഉപയോഗിച്ച് എല്ലാവരും ദേവാലയത്തിൽ പോയി ശുശ്രൂഷകളിലൊക്കെയും പങ്കെടുത്ത് സംബന്ധിച്ച് അനുഗ്രഹം പ്രാപിക്കുവാൻ തക്കവണ്ണം.
After the procession, special prayers are offered in all Roman, Catholic, Orthodox and Jacobite churches. The Thursday after the Palm Sunday is observed as Holy Thursday, during which priests of the churches wash the feet of 12 devotees, symbolizing Jesus Christ washing the feet of 12 apostles before his crucifixion, which is then followed by Good Friday. Palm Sunday, followed by Good Friday and then Easter are significant events in the Christian culture that mark the journey of Jesus Christ.
Jesus voluntarily gives himself for the suffering as a king. Many would say, as a king, how can he suffer? But today, as we are entering into the Holy Week, and it is the season of Lent, and this is the climax of the season of the Lent. The entire week is in celebration, remembering the passion, death and the resurrection of Jesus.
This Holy Week, which begins from Palm Sunday and ends on Easter Sunday, marks the last week of Lent, a period of 40 days which comes before Easter in the Christian calendar, commemorating Christ's 40 days in the wilderness, traditionally a time of fasting and reflection.
India is a country where Sufism has not just flourished but has also become a way of integrating different religious communities. Even today, the teachings of these saints inform the lives of people and act as a guiding force for many. One such Sufi saint is Hazrat Zahir Aulia, whose dargah in Guwahati city of Assam has been integrating devotees of all religious communities for years. Take a look.
Situated in the Ulubari area of Guwahati city, the shrine of Hazrat Zahir Aulia Khwajagan has served as symbol of communal harmony for generations. Regarded as one of the greatest Sufi saints, Hazrat Zahir Aulia throughout his life spread the message of Sufism and peace. Devotees, irrespective of their caste and religion, visit the shrine and a feeling of serenity and peace ensues in them.
यहाँ सभी लोग दरगाह पे आते हैं और सबकी मुराद पूरा होते हैं। हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई ये सब लोग आते हैं बाबा के दरगाह में, और पहले से भी आते हैं। 1948 से ये चालू हो गया, उसके पहले से भी बाबा है ज़ाहिर औलिया बाबा, और उस टाइम से सभी लोग आते हैं, सबकी दुआ मुराद पूरा होते हैं। और किसी के आने का यहाँ बाधा नहीं है कि वो बाबा दरगाह है और सभी इंसान को मुराद पूरा होते हैं। सभी इंसान आते हैं, जब भी कोई मुसीबत होता है, कोई परेशानी होता है, कोई बच्चे को कुछ इंटरव्यू है, परीक्षा है, उस टाइम पे सभी लोग, सभी धर्म के लोग आते हैं।
Coming from all across the district, these devotees visit the shrine to seek the blessings of Holy Saint. It is believed that Saint fulfills the wishes of all and nobody returns empty-handed from here.
इंडिया तो आप जानते ही है, ये एक कम्प्लीटली डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री है और हर रिलीजन का यहाँ पे इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलता है मेरा विचार से। इसलिए यहाँ पे हिंदू, मुस्लिम या ईसाई ये मतलब ठीक नहीं होगा। धर्म के लिए तो पहले धर्म में ही होता है, यहाँ पे कोई कम्युनिटी का मतलब नहीं होता है।
Since ages, the Sufi saints like Hazrat Zahir Aulia have propagated the message of spiritualism and harmony in our country, and their teachings are still playing a significant role in strengthening the thread of secularism.
Now, a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
Thousands of tourists and opera enthusiasts converged in northern hill town of Dharamshala to witness the traditional Shoton Opera Festival after over 2 years of COVID-19 lockdown.
I am feeling thrilled actually, because it's been almost 2.5 years due to the pandemic, and where people weren't allowed to gather and talk and chit chat. But then after 2 long years, it's been wonderful to be around people, celebrate, laugh and talk about your lifetimes, and that's all.
Traditionally, the Shoton Festival is celebrated on a full moon day to mark the end of long summer retreat of Buddhist monks. It originated at the Drepung Monastery of Lhasa in Tibet around the 14th century. Several opera troupes from across the world performed mask dances, chanted hymns and sang at the festival. The festival took its name from sho or yogurt served to the monks and nuns who practiced purification rituals during the time and ate no meat during full moon days. Bollywood actress Sonakshi Sinha showcased her lockdown artwork in India's entertainment capital Mumbai.
थोड़ा बहुत लॉकडाउन में बनाया, थोड़ा बहुत लॉकडाउन से पहले भी बनाया, एंड आई थिंक ये मुझ में स्केचिंग की आदत थी बचपन से ही, एंड आई थिंक आई टुक इट वन स्टेप फॉरवर्ड। मैंने पेंटिंग करना शुरू कर दिया और जैसे ही पेंट्स मेरे हाथ में आए, आप देख सकते हैं कि कितना सारे पेंट्स को कैनवस पे उतार दिया मैंने, एंड इट्स वेरी peaceful and calming for me, the whole experience.
Sinha said she has always been interested in sketching, and during her free time amid the coronavirus lockdown, she picked up the brush and started painting as well. She is also supporting budding artists through her initiative, as she feels that they have been the hardest hit during the pandemic. India administered booster doses of COVID-19 vaccine to all adults, although free third doses will be limited to frontline workers and those older than 60 who get them at government centers. The country has given 1.85 billion vaccine doses among its population of 1.35 billion. Of these, 82% are AstraZeneca dose made domestically and called Covishield.
मेरा टाइम जो था बूस्टर डोज के लिए वो ऑलरेडी कंप्लीट हो गया था। मेरी सेकेंड डोज जून में लगी थी, तो मैं वेट कर रही थी कब 18+ के लिए स्टार्ट होगा। तो आज से स्टार्ट हुआ, तो मैंने फर्स्ट डे ही इसको लेना प्रेफर किया।
Those older than 18 who received a second dose 9 months ago will be eligible for the precaution dose, the Health Ministry said, using the government's term for boosters. The booster program started in January, limited to frontline workers and elderly, administering a total of 24 million doses.
Festivals in India are all about cherishing the occasions collectively and spreading joy and happiness. The same was observed during the Ram Navami celebrations when Muslims in various parts of the country were seen serving drinking water to their Hindu brethren amid soaring temperatures.
Festivals in India are not only a show of the colourful traditions and rich heritage, but also portray a picture of the inclusive and multicultural societal framework that exists in the country. Recently, on the occasion of the Hindu festival of Ram Navami, several incidents were spotted across the country where people of other communities contributed to the celebrations. In Kalburgi city of Karnataka, when scores of Hindu devotees gathered for a religious procession at the Khadri Chowk of Kalburgi amid scorching heat, their Muslim brethren distributed juice and water as a mark of respect and religious brotherhood.
पूरे राम भक्तों के लिए हम लोगों ने जो है ना जूस और पानी का इंतज़ाम किया है और हर साल हम लोग इस ताल्लुक़ से करते आते हैं। इस बार कोविड के बाद ये 3 साल के बाद अब ये पहली बार ही है। बहुत खुशी ज़ोर शोर से जो है ना ये प्रोसेशन यहाँ से निकलता है, तो हमारा भी इसमें भाईचारे के हिसाब का भाईचारे को रखते हुए प्यार मोहब्बत से ये धूप को देखते हुए हम लोगों ने जूस और पानी का इंतज़ाम किया है।
Similar scenes were also observed in Siliguri district of West Bengal, where the Muslim youth distributed water bottles and hugged the participants at Ram Navami procession. They even extended their greetings to them, presenting a world example of communal harmony. A volunteer said that they distributed more than 4,000 water bottles in the procession.
हमारा यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा कैंप था। रामनवमी के शुभ अवसर पर हम लोग ने जल का वितरण करने का एक फैसला किया था, जिससे प्रेम भावना बढ़े। लोग बहुत दूर से आएंगे चलकर। गर्मी का दिन था लेकिन आज बारिश हुआ, तो हम लोग का बस यही एक छोटा सा सिंबल था कि पानी दिया जाए, पानी बांटा जाए, लोग थक ही जाएंगे इसलिए।
It is due to examples like these that India stands as an unbreakable example of multicultural and multi-religious society.
Next, we move on to Jammu and Kashmir, where the administration is all prepared to make the spring season a memorable experience for the tourists. From organizing various grand festivals to small-level events, tourism department is leaving no stone unturned. Lately, it hosted a folk music show in Srinagar to give visitors a glimpse of rich Kashmiri culture.
Amid this beautiful weather, the cultural shows being organized by Tourism Department are like the icing on the cake. Recently, it organized a folk music show on the banks of the Dal Lake to acquaint tourists with Kashmir's rich musical heritage, along with providing a platform to young artists.
हमारा कल्चर जो है, हमारा फोक म्यूज़िक जो है, काफ़ी उसमें जो है एक खूबसूरती है और लोग पसंद करते हैं। जो बाहर से हमारे टूरिस्ट मेहमान आते हैं, कंट्री से बाहर से, तो वो बड़ा ज़बरदस्त उनको अच्छा लगता है। और मुझे लगता है कि इसी चीज़ को हम प्रमोट करना चाहते हैं, यहाँ के हैंडीक्राफ्ट्स को, यहाँ के कुजीन को, यहाँ के हेरिटेज को और यहाँ के कल्चर को ख़ास तौर से एज ए टूरिज़म प्रोडक्ट। ये हम लोगों की कोशिश शुरू से रही है कि जहाँ हम टूरिज़म प्रमोशनल इवेंट्स करते हैं, वहाँ हम यंगस्टर्स को मौका देते हैं। उनके ज़रिए से जो फोक म्यूज़िक होता है, इसमें एक नई लहर होती है, नए नौजवान को अट्रैक्ट करता है, तो उससे एक ऑडियंस को भी मज़ा आता है। और उसके साथ साथ हमारे जो लेजेंडरीज़ यहाँ हैं फोक म्यूज़िक में भी, जैसे आपने अभी देखा नूर मोहम्मद जैसा है बंदा, इनको भी हम मौका देते हैं ताकि दोनों चीज़ों को साथ साथ चला करके हम कल्चर एंड टूरिज़म को आगे बढ़ाएं।
Folk music is one of the colorful aspects of Kashmir's culture and has always been an attraction to national and international tourists. The melodious compositions of Kashmiri santoor and rabab have always captivated the audience. The same was witnessed at the folk music show, where both the young and legendary artists were seen entertaining the spectators with their beautiful renditions. Praising the initiative, locals said that this is a wonderful way to help people know about Kashmir.
जब हम सर्दियों से बाहर निकलते हैं, आमद एक नए मौसम की, तो नए मौसम के आगाज़ में ही कई सारी एक्टिविटीज़ जो जे.एंड.के टूरिज़्म कर रहा है, इसमें सबसे बड़ा फोकस है हमारा फोक म्यूज़िक, क्योंकि हमारा फोक म्यूज़िक सदियों से चलता आया है और कश्मीर को सही तरीके से अगर जानना है, कश्मीर की रग रग को पहचानना है, तो कश्मीर का ये फोक म्यूज़िक सुनना बहुत ज़रूरी है। और जब हम देख रहे हैं इस तरह की कई सारी एक्टिविटीज़ अलग अलग जगह पर इस वक्त हो रही हैं और हर जगह कश्मीर का फोक म्यूज़िक सुनने को मिल रहा है। अब ऐसी सिचुएशन में जब इस साल हम देख रहे हैं कि टूरिज्म का फ्लो टूरिस्ट का कितना है और वो तमाम लोग जब आ रहे हैं और गाहे पर गाहे अगर वो किसी ऐसी जगह से गुजर रहे हैं जहाँ पर कश्मीर का फोक म्यूज़िक बज रहा है, वो कुछ पल रुकते हैं और सुनते ये नई चीज़ क्या हो रही है उनके लिए। तो कल्चरल एक्सचेंज का सबसे बड़ा स्कोप जो हम सबसे पहले यहाँ पर देखते हैं। और दूसरी बात कि हमारे यहाँ का जो नई जनरेशन है, कश्मीरी नए आर्टिस्ट, वो आर्टिस्ट जो गिटार उठा रहा था अब कहीं ना कहीं वो रबाब की तरफ रागिब हो रहा है।
Besides music, tourists also enjoyed the Kashmiri cuisines, especially the teas and breads at the event. They praised the folk music of the valley and also the hospitality of locals.
आपका म्यूज़िक जो है वो बहुत हार्ट टचिंग है और फोक म्यूज़िक, और मतलब ऐसा लगता है कि उसमें बीट्स में हम सब खो गए हैं। हमें समझ थोड़ा आ रहा है बट कल्चर म्यूज़िक ओवरऑल इम्पैक्ट बहुत अच्छा है। वी शुड एनकरेज दिस एक्टिविटीज़ अगेन एंड अगेन सो दैट यंग जनरेशन ऑल्सो लर्न दिस कल्चर एंड एवरीबडी इन इंडिया शुड नो कि हाउ द फोक म्यूज़िक एंड डांस ऑफ कश्मीर इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट एंड हाउ इट इज़ गुड फॉर एवरीबडी। यहाँ के लोग बहुत ही अच्छे हैं, उम्दा है। हमें मतलब यहाँ आने से पहले इतना आइडिया नहीं था कि इतने हॉस्पिटेबल लोग हैं, बहुत ही प्यार और मोहब्बत मिलती है सबसे मिलके, और जगह के साथ साथ लोग भी बहुत खूबसूरत हैं।
Called as Sont in Kashmiri language, spring, due to its favorable weather, is said to be the most ideal season for tourism in the valley. And adding to its charm are such folk shows that not just lead to promotion of the local culture and traditions, but also connect the younger generation to its roots.
And in the end, we bring you a few short stories about the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section of World in Focus.
With neon lights running along the wall, pulsating electronic beats and a glowing red shuttlecock bouncing back and forth, one could have easily mistaken this sports venue for the set of sci-fi film. But it's actually the Shuttle in the Dark badminton hall located at a fitness center inside the iconic Petronas Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur. It offers players a chance to play the sports in a futuristic space-like environment in a court that glows in the dark and accompanying luminescent equipments like rackets, clothes and shuttlecocks.
Range in the Shuttle in the Dark, it's completely dark, of course, but with the lightning, somehow we are still able to hit it, and then it requires better focus, and it's exciting. Yeah, it's different, but it's still playing like normal.
Shuttle in the Dark was initially set up in December 2021 and was brainchild of a sports management company which was trying to encourage more people to take up the sport after 2 years of social restrictions due to COVID-19 pandemic. Open to athletes at all levels of the game, Shuttle in the Dark charges 180 ringgit per hour to play and rent their neon equipment. These tiny but talented bike riders are participants of the latest riding academy which was organized by Yamaha Motors in Japan. Children ride these small motorbikes which is driven by advanced driving techniques.
ちゃんと3つの約束を守ってブレーキとか、そう確認したりすることです。
自分もバイク乗るんですけども、バイクすごい楽しいですけど、バイクの怖さも一緒に教えられたらなと親としてね。
These kids are trained to handle motorcycles very safely. These children will grow to become good and safe bikers. Michael Tete, Ghana's only professional glass blower, clenched his teeth as he gripped a red-hot ball of molten glass, his burnt and blistered hands bare against a steaming stack of wet newspaper he used to protect them. The 44-year-old toiled in the heat of scrap metals kilns burning at nearly 1500 Celsius. Pregnant with melted window pans, TV screens and soda bottles, he would soon transform into elaborate vases, swirling with psychedelic color.
Glass that I learned in the bead making. It became like my passion. It's like my heart. So all the time I want to blow glass. And glass is a wonderful work. You see how you are working with glass. It's expand. And it's like life, you see. Yes, it's like life. It is expand. Life also expand. It's like a journey. Yes, you go from one after the other. Yes, so I love glass. And the glass is beautiful.
Tate's strict use of recycled materials which he collects from scrapyards and landfills in the capital Accra is part of a stated machine to reduce Ghana's glass waste and what he considered wasteful imports. He envisions a Ghana free of foreign glass, having channeled its glass bead-making tradition into a modern multifaceted industry. While some private companies recycle their glasses, Tate say majority of Ghana's glass waste end up either in landfills or scattered throughout the nation's street, posing a safe hazard. Casio is renowned all over the world for manufacturing calculators. In Japan, scientific calculators are used in the classes of universities and technical colleges.
30年以上関数電卓の、販売をしております。で、関数電卓の販売先といたしましては、教育現場である、学校さん、生徒さんへの、展開となります。その中で、現場の、学校の先生であったり、生徒さんが、関数電卓を使って学習をしやすいように支援をしていく仕組みを学販という形で呼んでおります。エドポート日本という看板のもと、2021年の7学期からタイとインドネシアにおきましてパイロット授業を展開しております。このパイロット授業におきまして日本の探究型教育における関数電卓を使用した数学授業の有用性を証明して生徒の学力の向上に貢献していくと。
Casio is both a manufacturer and an educator. It aims to expand its coverage to other emerging countries as well.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@anin.com. I'm your host Uzma Jafri and it's goodbye from the entire production team.